up against a wall of tanks.
Yep, I think makes sense there, but could be tough to get Darshan to that spot. Of course, once Fiora scales up, pretty unstoppable in 1v1s, but of course can help her in the team fights as well. I think IMT putting a lot of focus on really just doubling down on all the CC and picks they got in game number 1. I think their team fight was a bit more robust, with Pobelta having so much damage coming out of the Corki. This time, it'll be much more about roaming and CC pressure, but if Immortals can snowball, this game will get rapidly out of control.
Yeah, that's the thing when you're picking these super tank or super tanky team compositions. It's actually more like 3 bruisers that Immortals has. The Jarvan Galio synergy means when you're ahead, you can just dive to however you want because they're trapped in the Cataclysm for the heroic entrance.
I do like it. Flame, of course, is back on Renekton, but they've got Renekton and Jarvan, 2 of Flame bigger picks there. Both on the top side, just in case they need to flex them around. Definitely interesting to see, again, all the teams have different priorities. The Belts are actually roaming right now. Cinder was the pick for Omar, but holding that thought as Darshan could be in a spot of bother. Flame going to stun him already. Now I think Darshan knows too late. Pobelta here can riposte, but the taunt's going to be their first blood on the rush. No! Darshan able to take down Flame for first blood.
That's the type of outplay you want to see on the Fiora. Riposting gives him just enough damage soak to get this done. Let's watch it. Flame goes for the stun early before the riposte, but that immediately takes turret aggro. And now Pobelta is trying to walk over, get the taunt into the auto. The vital proc was also pretty critical there, but he gets the slow onto him right there. The turret finishes off. Then he still is able to flash away before Pobelta can chain with the Q. Pobelta wanted his Justice Punch at a certain point. Talking about that TP advantage, though.
Great grab from Afro. Cody actually already getting the spears built in. Ole going to try and hook him around, but Omar's here to turn this around. 3v2 does feel very unfair. Ole is going to get knocked up there. The root's not enough. It actually hits Omar. Ole still running out of the way, but the Ren there from Styx, they're able to grab the kill. Cody trying to turn something around here in a 1v3. Flashes in, gets body slammed, and dies instantly.
Cody, son, what are you doing at the end of that one? Styx, they still had heal. For the final play, Cody gives over the second part of the double kill as a lot went wrong there for Mortals. Pobelta canceled his teleport before the gank had completely been turned around. We'll have to double check he canceled under his own volition rather than Huhi interrupting it. Yeah, so here we go. Hook starts, teleport comes in to save. Pobelta does cancel as he walks away, while Ole's still caught. Then he flashes while he's slowed, so 6 can fall through. He gets a little bit low as the bouncing grenade falls to him, and Cody's son, bro, he's got heal. Easily picking up the double kill for Styx. Uncharacteristic mistake there. And Pobelta didn't cancel it. Was the Huhi ultimate that picked it off. Yep. That's what made it look like he's
going to have another miracle dive as Pobelta roaming up for Darshan. Taunts him up. Justice Punch is good. Reverses there to block some of that early damage, but pops the ulti. Now can't get out of the Cataclysm. He already burnt the lunge. Flame able to take the kill.
Yeah, and even Cody's
body slam real nice, but Cody takes the lantern out. Ole flashes a bit late, but still enough to get Jhin out of the way.
Meanwhile, another fight's happening.
Oh, that's Pobelta going to go down to Huhi, cut up again as Afro was also there. The wall not quite going to grab Afro, but Huhi's actually going to go over and put the wall down as Omar going to get another flash as Smithy forced to get out from under the body slam.
Yeah, strange play there as both junglers had to make a choice to take the fight in the bot lane or in the mid lane. Omar chooses bot lane. Xmithy actually
chase down, hook gonna land. Great prediction on the jump. Ole gonna move back in, but I think he may be too far forward. TP from IMT coming in, but is it not enough? They actually do arrive in time. It's the double as there's the taunt in onto Afro. That's the kill for Flame as Styx barely escaping that last Jhin shot.
Afro not locked in on Blitz yet, missing a few crucial hooks. Also, Flame teleported away from his winning lane to make that play happen, so what more can they get? Because Darshan kind of gets back in the laning phase for that one.
Gonna need something here, looking for bot tower right now.
At danger of losing multiple turrets, still trying to make plays. Gotta land those hooks.
All right, that hook lands, but the lantern is there. Afro's trying to step on it, but Pobelta's like, can't actually click it. That feels bad. Pobelta not able to get out of that one. Huhi grabbing the kill. Heads up play from CLG.
Just trying to make as much stuff that he can click on. Bunch of wards, bunch of champions. You're not getting that lantern, man. Pobelta gets denied.
Well, is there like some sort of trick there? Probably not. It's like
if Flame wants to duel him, got to be careful about Talia though. That's why he doesn't want to immediately fight Darshan there.
Ooh, fight on the top side though. Ole actually a little too far forward perhaps as Galio is going to try and save him. Flash that from Omar grabs a knock up of Pobelta. That's going to knock off on the other end. Still gets hooked back in. 3-man top lined up is there as Cody. Still trying to dish out the damage. Needs to reload though as Smithy up far too late for this one. CLG is still looking. Another hook maybe for Afro as Hui's roamed up here. Pobelsa going to get trapped into Justice Sponge. It's blocked by Omar. Does fall down, but the dunk from Smithy's going to try and get a counter kill. Do manage to grab it on the other end, but now Darshan's going to move into the scene. And Flame, he's going down. Cody not going to get that last little snipe. And CLG with a big team fight win.
Yeah, it looks like Afumu's starting to get locked in a little bit on the blitz. A couple of crucial hooks, and Hui roams up big time. Immortals overcommit at the end of that fight to succeed.
Some of that here had a big impact in a lot of these side lane plays. 4-0 and 1 as Afro another hook lands. Galio ultimate though going to try and lock them all up. Oh my god, could be the target, but Afro going to double knock up to the Fates called Stixay. A bit of render Ole. Pobelsa with a big taunt again, but Smithy going to try and trap them all in. Cody can't really fire into it though, and Stixay is now happy to leap forward and take down the next few kills. Pobelsa is going to die. Hui cuts him off with the wall as Flame. Everybody going to pick up there onto Afro. Cody still trying to snipe them, but Stixay going to hop out of that area. Hui walks around as well. I know IMT still cut off CLG. They're going to try and get those last few kills there. Hui dominating, takes down Flame. Another 4 kills and 2 dead once again for CLG.
And we're really starting to see Immortals' low damage team composition work against them. Watching Hui's positioning in that fight just showed how little he cares about Immortals' damage. Look at where Hui is here. Yes, they have a numbers advantage, but he just walks straight up to everyone. He's in the middle of the team, spamming his threaded volleys. Sure, the taunt lands. Sure, the Cataclysm lands. Hui's fine. He flashes back. Stixay is able to stack about 7,000 spears into Pobelsa before taking him down. CLG in a lot of control right now with the Talia and Callista doing work against these tanks.
And despite all the early lane pressure, feels like Jin definitely showing some of those weaknesses here. Nice kick from Omar, kind of right at that, as Rip going to force a TP and Flame out of the lane. Doing so much work on this Talia, just an immense amount of damage. Despite tanking a couple turret shots, Leandry's not helping there at all. IMT going to get a trade-ish on the top side there, taking the turret, but Afro
all alone.
Pressured in, and now Pobelsa 1v5. Not getting out of this one. Oh my god, this time with the kill.
Afro takes a few turret shots on the way out, but doesn't really care about it, as everyone on Immortals was off recalling.
Protect the bush, so Darshan makes it back safely.
Your 80 carry for more sustained damage.
Well,
here we go though.
Riding in, trying to make the play happen. Hui is going to be the target. They need to try and shut down this Talia. Finally goes down. As Cody still firing shots away. Flame is going to die to Darshan. Is able to shred that through, but Stixay so low. Darshan, they're going to save the back end of the fight. Cody leaping in the hook lands for Ole, but Darshan, he actually got a triple kill in and amongst the mess. Omar, a great double stun, as Darshan's going to try and shut the rest of it down. Ole wants to kill Afro's going to hook him up. Darshan needs a little bit more riposte in there. Does take it down. That's a unofficial quadra. There's the ace for CLG. They'll take it no matter how it happens.
Yeah, unofficial quadra, official ace for CLG.
As Hydra and Flames is kind of like, I can keep you here, but I probably can't do much else than that.
Yeah, and if he does teleport in, Darshan won't be able to interrupt it, but he will be able to take him pretty low. 6-8 pretty low here. Off the Baron. Curtain call just to push him off.
He needs to life steal it up, but there's a wave to meet in mid lane as IMT rushing back down. Hui down to the bottom side. Long wall here is Flame.
Yeah.
Gonna get caught up. No, actually makes it over. Now the TP's down, but Flame already dead to Hui. Now the heal's gonna come out and Pobelsa's like, oh, what do I do? 1v2. Omar gonna find it. Smithy Hook's gonna miss.
This is crucial though. Fight bottom side with Pobelsa and Cody. He might clean up.
Cody actually roamed down there. Pobelsa able to buy enough
He's got
time.
red buff.
Needs a few more autos. Does have one. Slows massive there as he speeds up from the walls. Flash in auto W. Beautiful play from Cody.
Cody does exactly what he needs to do right there. Gets the move speed and the first shot for the 99% Duskblade slow. Then also knows to flash forward so Darshan can't make it to the blast cone. Turning around CLG's bottom lane play. And then also the rest of the team avoiding the initiation. Another little bit of avoidance. Now they go on to Omar.
Hook in the root, double play's gonna
Galio can ult it.
Afro.
Gotta go fast.
Ole needs to flash out of the way. There's the ultimate from Galio. Traps him with the Cataclysm. It's a double knocker, but Ole falling down to Afro. Taunt lands in. They need to kill Stixay, but they don't quite have enough. So much to see, but Cody avoids the next knock up, but then gets that kill. Roots in onto Afro. Cody again. It's gonna save the back end of the fight. Jin grabbing the double. Smithy barely living in the Baron pit. Stixay escapes, but just barely.
Cody's son and a bunch of shield from his W, since it does scale with max health right now, but another Baron setup play by CLG.
Smithy lances up, actually knock him onto Omar as the TP in from Flame. Knock back there, Hui on the side, but he needs to avoid some of the CC. Sticks in, Afro are too low. They can't actually join this fight. Omar smites to try and buy some time, but the hook from Ollie is going to seal it. Flame able to take that kill.
And now you wonder if Immortals wants to force this fight. They know Sticks and Afro are low. Darshan has TP. Darshan's probably going to have to teleport in.
Picked one out. It's actually Flame that Afro hooks, but he flash ulties back into the pit. They're still tanking it, but Hui doing a lot of damage. They're both trying to reduce some of that. Smithy, he's the one that tries to initiate, and that means the Baron threat is off the table. Darshan flashing forward, looking for Flame riposte in. Drock back there is a great shot from Hui's, maybe going to end the rest of the fight. IMT just get ripped to shreds. As Pobelta the only one left, but he will die in very quick succession.
Picture perfect riposte by Darshan in that fight, throwing the stun back at Immortals. In the past, Darshan has been criticized for teleporting in at the wrong moments on Fiora. That was absolutely the right one, because they could win the fight. Immortals have overextended themselves.
Big scoreline right now, which is pretty rare. 7-2-11, but certainly looking good. That's going to be a hook, landing onto Pobelta, who taunts it up, but just buying some time for the rest of the siege. Wall cuts 2 people off from IMT. It's a dual lane that's currently being shot out, and again, IMT trying to find some angles, but don't forget Darshan is still here in the top lane.
Waiting for the minions. CLG going to want to finish off this turret right here. Will Immortals fight? Here we go.
Smithy gets in onto Hui. Kali ultimate's up pretty good. Gets the knockup, grabs it. Hui almost about to go down, but the turret's falling in the top side. Afro getting low as IMT continue to fight, but they just don't have enough. Cody gets out to try and snipe 6A with these ultimates, but he's going to hop away. The last bullet is going to connect, but still too much protection as Omar barely going to live. Rends down Pobelta as 6A grabs that kill. He gets the shutdown as well onto Jin as Omar going to grab that. That's 4 kills for nothing in Flame. He had to do with Fiora and just couldn't do it.
Stixxay just gets to keep stacking up Rens. The longer the fight goes, the more damage Kalista can rend you for. That's probably the game.
Looks like it as the Nexus starts are going to be objective coming up. There's one already done. Darshan got a lot of work done in the top side just by himself, but CLG will open up the Nexus and force a third and final game.
Yeah, Immortals died 30 times that game. That's what it took to take down their Nexus, and it was a tough one actually, because Immortals was scrappy. And even though CLG jumped out to that massive early lead,